Well, this is where computer programming, coding, and the Gematria world, the superstitious Catholic world, where they're placing meaning on times of day, dates, numbers. This is where all the numerology and the fortune telling comes from. Okay, so I'm putting it all together because, the horoscopes and all that stuff, all the politics, religion, and science, they all are the same thing. They are run by alphanumeric codes, and these alphanumeric codes run in logical sequences. There is order and there is logic to them that has meaning applied to the numbers, the letters, and the numbers and letters then represent words, and the words represent worlds, and there's codes behind them. Not saying that it's anything like nefarious. Codes are just codes. It tells you, like in the number codes, alphanumeric codes, strings of character, when you're programming a website, that this alphanumeric code means it's green. So when you put GREEN, well, then there's this color that you can see through your eyes that is able to distinguish between Roy G. Biv, which is the primary colors, and the letters GREEN is code for green. Is there a numeric part of it? No, it's just alpha. It's an alpha code. Okay, big deal. But that's what you see. That's the starting of coding, is learning how to spell. Now, someone could say that's casting spells. Okay, that's the other side of it. Because when you code something and the coding causes chemical reactions, that's called chemistry. That's called magic. That's called spells. And so I was in this group called, I am in this group called the simulation theory. And so people in there are just like wondering, are we in a simulation? Is this the Matrix? And, I'm half in, half out. Everybody they're bringing something to the table from just their knowledge of Googling Anunnaki and all that stuff. And so I see somebody post something about Gematria. And I've seen that before, okay? But it didn't really register as a connection to whatever I was doing, because it is in the conspiracy world, right? Because Gematria is then looking at the dates and the times and the months and all that have significance. And so, from the movie Conspiracy Theory, when Mel Gibson was acting like a whacked out paranoid, and he was going like, oh, look, this pattern here and this pattern here. And you knew that they were going to then, from the movies, you could see that was predictive programming, that the conspiracy world was going to come into fruition at some point. And there was going to be people that understood different snippets of the coding of the world, but really couldn't put it all together. And so then they already have the mainstream mocking those who are understanding parts of the bigger picture, but saying that they're all just like, whacked out conspiracy theorists. And even myself, because I know what the mainstream is doing. They're trying to, they're saying, okay, yes, we are bringing this stuff out. Who is we? The system that is allowing us to see all the information, but they still want to compartmentalize and divide everybody, right? And that's the 12 tribes of the Hebrews, the Israelites, when they were all divided into 12 tribes and then went off to their respective places. And so when you divide people, you still, this stuff exists, but how is it connected to everything? And what do these things mean? And why is everyone putting so much significance? And then why the conspiracy world is what it is. Because people know something is going on, but they can't articulate the bigger picture. Now, I'm not saying it's bad as far as coding. No, you need to have codes because it's logic and order. If you don't have specific coding for a computer with all the different, the coding theory, then you'll have chaos. You'll just have lines on the television. There's got to be some logic and order with the coding on the TV, the coding on your computer, the coding, just even the traditions in your world, the holidays. Okay? The holidays exist because it's part of the programming. Oh, but no, it's because we're celebrating Christ's birthday or something. No, it's part of the programming. Okay, birthdays are programming. Everything's a programming. And the thing with logic and order, it's predictable. And so why is every year we celebrate Christmas? December 25th, Christmas. You have the children get off for a week, between Christmas and New Year's. Then we have New Year's, and then we have, Easter and maybe a Passover and Halloween. And these are all the programming of all the different religions and spiritual beliefs and worships, and even those that don't do it, like the Jehovah's Witnesses, they don't believe in the holidays, but they still have their own belief system. And so there's a place for everyone that's like, oh yeah, I'm not going to believe this. I'm going to believe this. I'm going to take this on, not take this on. That whole binary argument of for and against whatever is out there, the pluses and the minuses. And so that's all part of the programming. So when I was looking at Gematria in that simulation group, I'm like, oh, that's right, alphanumeric. So when I know that 9/11 in my conspiracy days, right, 9/11, and we don't know really who did it. We only know what the mainstream narrative is, which is fine. It doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter who did it when you think about it, right? Because if someone has nefarious intentions and they can penetrate whatever protection that we have, it doesn't matter who did it. And so if you know that you're not 100% protected, that you're going to have to really walk carefully and know significant dates and times and months, then now you know that there's no place that is like immune to somebody doing something, whatever it is. And so anyway, so the whole 9/11 and then dialing 911. Why 911? Why not 011? Why not 000? I mean, 911 just seems like, ugh, where the hell did that come from? But there is a logic and order behind it. There's a reason behind it. 911 is an energetic number because even those numbers have meaning applied to it. Somebody already applied meanings to those numbers. And it happened, I could say 5,700 years ago, but I'm just buying into that programming of the dates. It could have been developed by someone, who knows where, when, whatever. And they brought it to existence, part of the linear programming of the Bible and the Old Testament, the New Testament, and all the testaments thereafter. And so whatever, I mean, that's the story. That's how the story goes as far as that. But that's just part of the programming. Okay, it's just part of the programming. And so 9/11, so the Gematria and then the alphanumeric codes and then the Afghanistan withdrawal. They want everyone to be withdrawn from Afghanistan by 9/11. Well, why is 9/11 significant? They said August 30th is when they're actually getting everybody out, but they're not going to get everybody out until 9/11. So why is that? Well, there's a significance. It's energetic. The meanings that get applied to every single number, there's a reason behind it. There's a reason behind why G is the beginning of the word green in English, and why there's a specific primary color that looks like green. I can't even explain green in any way except for the spelling and then what I see. Okay? And so that's the coding. Someone already developed these codes, and then when they develop this, like Morse code, there's meanings behind that, how many taps for this and how many taps for that. And so that's what I'm saying, is that if you understand that there's coding, it's not a mystery, it's not a conspiracy theory, it's just programming. It's computer programming that's within a world that somebody is creating the energy behind the dates and the numbers. If we didn't have the dates, we wouldn't have numbers. If we didn't have numbers, we wouldn't have language like letters, alpha characters, and then all the different languages. Like Spanish is all alphanumeric too, but you have the Chinese and the Korean, the Vietnamese language, and Swahili and Hindu or Indian or whatever. I mean, they're German, French, but those can be translated into alphanumeric. So translation is you can take something, well, that's true. That's all alpha still. So then what's characters? Yes, it's the Chinese characters. It's the Korean characters. Vietnamese actually is an alpha. I didn't even realize that. That's true. So when you study all the languages and you look at how they're done, the ones that are really, really different is the Chinese and the Vietnamese, not the Viet, and the Korean and the Hebrew and Arabic. And so, but can you translate Arabic into English? Well, you can, as long as you code every single Arabic character into an English character. And someone had to do that. So then, okay, so someone created these characters of like Hebrew, and you have this little sign that means this, and it's like someone took the time to devise the Hebrew letters, took the time to devise the Arabic characters or the Chinese characters, and then translate every single character into a letter. But there's nuances and things that do get missed, lost in translation. That's actually a movie which I've been looking to find to watch, but it's a great movie with Bill Murray and Scarlett Johansson. But lost in translation. And so some things do get lost in translation. But that's the thing. Oh, here goes my husband. We got to go soon. So I got to go. Talk to you later. Bye.